Wealth creation is within reach. Yes, I said it. Wealth creation is within reach for everyone. My name is Esther Sande. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how money works. So majority of people talk about money, but today we're going to build that mindset around money. So let's see how money works. Remember, when you got your first job, they ask for your bank void check, right? So when you get paid, money comes to you and then it rolls where? To the bank. So your employer pays money into your bank account, and then what does the bank do with the money you have? Now I want you to take some homework for yourself and figure out what does the banks in Canada able to do with the money we save, because these have two licenses. They can do GICs, guaranteed investment certificates, with that money, or they can do mutual funds. Anything else has to be done with a group of people we call professional money managers. So now money is rolling from the bank to professional money managers. Now people ask me, why is it that I have no access to professional money managers, right? Because they do huge transactions in millions of dollars, and me and you know that majority of people do not have those millions of dollars to transact directly with professional money managers, right? Now, professional money managers, their job is to grow and make sure that the investment you put in grows. They make it grow 12 to 14% rate of return. Now, remember, they are professionals, they are experts in their space, and nobody works for free. So we have to pay them for the job they do. And when they get paid, they get anywhere between 1 to 2%. Now remember, 1 to 2% from 12 to 14% rate of return equals to 10 to 12% money giving back the bank. Because the bank is the one that is doing the transaction on your behalf, they're getting that rate of return. 10 to 12%. Now, what is the contract between you and your institution? You sign a contract to lock your money in GICs for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever that time is. Now, if you have a 4% GIC, congratulations. 6% GIC, even better, right? But remember, the bank will give you anywhere between 0.25% to 5%. What are they keeping? 6 to 8%, my friends. 6 to 8% from whose money? It was your money in the beginning that they are playing the game with. Now, let me teach you how you can play the same game. Because when you are building wealth, you have to work on your mindset, my friends. Mindset is everything. If you understand the money game, then you got to understand how to create wealth. Now, let's assume your institution gave you a line of credit. I'm just giving you an example of a line of credit. It could be a loan as well, right? Let's say they give you that and they tell you, you know what? We can borrow you money for 4% rate of return if you have a line of credit and you have a good credit score. Now, you take that money. Let's say you have a 10,000 or 50,000, whatever that number is. You want to play the same game, right? Now money is in your pocket. This money in your pocket is going to professional money managers. Again, they don't care who is bringing in the money, but you have to associate yourself with companies that can allow you to go straight to professional money managers with the little money you have in your account. So they will give you 10 to 12% because they have to get their commission 1 to 2%. When the money comes back to you, you have 10 to 12%. Even if you got that loan at 4% and they tax you, now you're parting with 6%, you still made the same profit, 6 to 8%, that you did not have in the beginning. Guess what? If you make $2,000, $3,000 from the $10,000 that did not belong to you, and you repeat the game again, over and over, now you're starting to see a pattern. You know, wealthy people use other people's money to create wealth. And that's why I want you to understand from today, you can still create wealth with or without your money. When everybody dreams to create wealth, it's a decision, my friends, you have to make. You have to decide that today, Esther, I want to create wealth. You have to develop habits that can help you get there. Remember when you go to the gym and you want a six-pack? It's a habit you have to. Whether you like it or not, you have to go to the gym. If you decide to create wealth, it's not different. You have to have a habit. The third thing is you need to be patient, my friends. Nobody builds a six-pack in one night. You can't go to the gym 10 hours in one day and expect to have a six-pack. You have to be patient with the process. And then, of course, it's a discipline. So remember, as you understand the money game, you understand 4 things. What was the first thing again? Decision, you have to decide. Habit, you have to have. Patience, you need that. Discipline is critical. Once you figure out, you can understand. Because again, we all see it over and over. The historical performance of markets from the 1950s. You see people who invested and stayed in market longer. They have achieved a great return, And I always tell people, you don't put emotions when it comes to wealth creation. That's why it's very difficult for me to create my own wealth. I need an expert who can take the emotions out of the equation and help me go through that process. Very, very important. Concept number 2 I want us to understand after you know how to play the money game is rule of 72. I love the compound effect. Now, majority of people tell me, I never heard about that. But they make 200, 300, 500,000 annual income. Do you understand how inflation and taxation eats into your wealth? Do you know what the biggest enemy to your wealth creation is? Because again, I'm talking about wealth creation here. So I can as well let you know, when you're creating wealth, 3 things you need to consider. How will taxes eat into that? How is inflation capturing that? And how are the fees that come with saving and creating wealth impacting your wealth creation? Very, very important. So now, realizing that, let me talk about rule of 72. Now, you go Google it. Albert Einstein is the founder of this concept. And all he's trying to do, he's trying to help everyone. Remember, I'm talking to everyone who has a paycheck. When you have a paycheck, you have money coming in. I'm talking to you. With that money coming in, let's create wealth, okay? So what does rule of 72 says? Let's say you want to know how long it will take for your $2,000 or your $3,000 to double up, okay? Now, I'm going to take a very, good example of a 20-year-old. Let's say I have a 20-year teenager with $2,000 in a tax-free or any of those vehicles we discussed earlier, and then they want to know when the $2,000 will become $4,000, and the institution they have put the money is giving them 3% rate of return. So a little bit of math. Take your calculator, put 3 divided by 72. 3 divided by 74, 2 is 24 years. So this person is 20 years plus 24 years. The person will be how old? 44. So when the person is 44 years, now they have 4,000. Now take 44 years and add another 24 years, the person is 68. So when this person is 68 in retirement, they have 8,000. Tell me, my friend, a 20-year-old who understood they need to save money, but they didn't understand where to save the money, now have that. Remember I talk about professional money managers? They didn't know anything about that. That's impacting them. But someone else gets 6%. Now let's do the same percent. 6% into 72 gives you what? 12 years, right? So let's do the math with the 20-year-old. So the first doubling happens when this 20-year-old is 32, right? And then when this 20-year-old becomes 68, they have $32,000. So 6% rate of return is better than 3% rate of return, but is it the money you want to have in your retirement? I don't know what I will do with 32,000 in my retirement when I started at 20 years old. Now, let's see where these people are taking this money. Because if someone is offering you 3, another one is offering you 4, another one is offering you 6, there must be a place they take that money. That place gives them more, and then they profit some of that and share with you. So where is that? Remember I spoke about professional money managers? That's exactly what Rule of 72 is all about. Now, assuming this 20-year-old took that money to a professional money manager directly, and the money is compounding every 12 years. Now, this person will be 26 years old, they'll have $4,000. When this person is 38 years old, they have $8,000. When this person is 68 years old, listen, this person will have $512,000. Now we looked, the first person had 8,000, the second person had 32,000, the last person has 512,000. Would you like to be the first person, the second person, or the third person? If you like to be the third person, that's why you need to DM me. We need to talk so that we can connect you to the professional money managers. There's no middleman. Whatever happens with your money comes to you as it is, right? Now, let me go through a little bit about the cost of waiting, because I'm gonna give you an example of the same teenager, but this teenager has now graduated. Let's say we have 2 people. They're both 25 years old. They both graduated. They work so hard in university. They are engineers, let's assume. The first person says, you know what, Esther, I can save $2,000 a year. That's around 110, give and take, right? Now they do that for 10 years. They would have saved 20,000. They tell me, Esther, 25 to 35, I can save. Anything above 35, I don't want to deal with that. I am getting married, I am marrying, I have kids, I have a home. I want to focus on enjoying my life. But you keep that 20,000 until I retire. I will catch up with you later. Okay? That person comes when they're age 65. They put in what? 20,000. Now they come when they're 65, they have over $314,000. They didn't add anything, just the 20,000. Person B decided, you know what, Esther? School was stressful, student loan. I need to enjoy life first. Wait until I marry, I get married, I buy a house. The person is 35 years. They start saving $2,000 every single year until they turn 65. They have saved a total of $60,000. Can someone guess how much rate of return that money would have given? Right? The person will have $244,000. Now think about saving 20,000 and letting it compound over the entire period of time to over 314,000, or waiting until you start later and work hard and get less of that by putting more. What would you rather have? What lesson are you learning from my communication today? That money needs time to grow. And if you're hearing me right now, when is the best time to start? It was 20 years ago. When is the next best time to start? Is right now. Start with what you have, where you are. If you have $10, if paying yourself $10, percentage is 10%, pay yourself $1 and let it be a consistent habit. With patience and discipline, you will get where you need to get. Don't wait until you have a huge amount of money in your bank thinking that I'm gonna save that time. If you don't have a habit built in the young age of your career, it won't come up in your old age. That's why for us who are parents, it's very important to teach culture and discipline and whatever you want, values, your family values to your children when they are growing up. Because when they grow up, they learn and they grow up with that. You learn today how to create wealth and start having a habit of creating wealth as you go. Now, I've spoken about 2 very important things. Rule of 72, how money works. Actually, the third thing was the cost of waiting. Now, let me give you an example of a guaranteed investment certificate, how it works, because again, I signed up for an investment when I came in this country as a new immigrant with an institution. They did a good job to put my money in GIC because they knew it's education for my kids anyways. It will be until they turn 18. Now, every year they send me statements. They say, please review the statements. If anything is not clear, get back to us. Some of us are financially illiterate. That's who I was, right? 8 years ago, right? So I look at the charts and the graphs and the letters come and I just push them in the corner. How many of you have letters you've never opened for the past 4 months? Do you know what those statements look like? So let me teach you what a GIC is, Guaranteed Investment Certificate. Let's say you have your children's RESP or retirement plan or a tax-free or a first home buyer. Remember those pillars we spoke about in the previous video? Those pillars are vehicles of investing. Now, when I talk about putting money in GIC, it's just how the money is invested. Money can be invested in GIC, it can be invested in mutual funds, it can be a seg fund, it could be anything. But this particular example I'm giving is guaranteed investment certificate because people like guarantees as opposed to risk. Now, let's say you have $10,000 and an institution gives you 4%. I'm so excited. Let me lock it in. 4 years, I have 4%. It's a good thing. 4% on $10,000 is how much? $400. Now, $400 is a good rate of return to me and you, right? Now, what I don't know, or what you don't know, or what people don't understand is every investment that produces results, rate of return, is prone to pay taxes. Now, let's say you take a 35% tax from $400, you're losing another $140. So your $400 is netting out to be $240, right? Now, that is just paying taxes because we have to pay taxes. Now, let's talk about inflation, how it erodes that. Inflation, let's keep it at 3%, right? 3% of that 10,000 is what? $300, right? So remember you had $400, you pay taxes, you have a balance of $260. Now you have inflation of 3%, you're losing $300, you're actually in negative. Yes, you made 4%, but you didn't consider how taxation and inflation eat into your investment. Going forward as a good student of creating wealth, remember anything, anybody who has your investment or any institution, you start paying attention to how inflation, taxation, and fees are eating into your savings. Because if you can figure out that, you got the game right. I hope you understand that creating wealth is within reach and that me and you can work together in partnership by me understanding you better, listening to where you are right now, listening to your goals, and trying to look for strategies that can suit into your financial goal to get you where you want to get. If that describes you, please, let's connect and have that chat on how we can get your wealth creation process started. Thank you.